What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another action figure unboxing and review. We have here from Marvel's Black Panther, Shuri? I don't know. How do you say that? I have no idea. What matters is that she is from the movie Black Panther and Infinity War and Endgame. And this figure is released in the Marvel Avengers Endgame Wave number 2 Professor Hulk Build-A-Figure Wave of Figures. Go figure. So, we're going to dive right in. We've got Okoye, we've got Rescue from the same wave. If you aren't paying attention, which you may not be if this is sometime in the future, but don't worry, any changes to the past will not impact your future, only the future from the past. Did you get all that? That's still percolating in my mind when they explained that, how Back to the Future was a bunch of nonsense, making people disappear from history and from photos and blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I almost knocked over some figures off camera onto the concrete floor. That would not have been bueno. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Let's time to get serious here. Why so serious? There she is. She looks, I gotta say it, she kind of looks inebriated. The the paint apps are clean. It looks like I got a good one, but the design, just the way that they did it, it's I'm sorry, she kind of looks like she's under the influence. Contrast her squinty eyes with Valkyrie here. Squinty eyes versus just like normal. So the Valkyrie head looks oversized. I think the head sculpt's too big for the body, but the face is neutral. The eyes look fine, but anyway, she's got both weapons, unlike Infinity War Captain America, who doesn't come with 2 shields, as everyone is probably aware. Here's the back of the box with some information. What's our description of her? The Mastermind. Some of Wakanda's most advanced technologies. Vibranium-powered gear to Wakanda's greatest warriors and allies. So, presumably, she made Bucky's arm? Presumably? Is that a safe assumption? I'd have to go back and watch Infinity War. I don't remember if they showed that particular little detail of her boxing up the arm or handing the arm to somebody. I just seem to remember a random Wakandan soldier type dude just carrying the case over to Bucky, and that was the first we see of his Wakandan arm. Vibranium arm? What's the proper terminology for that? Anyway, enough talk. Let's get serious here. Here she is. Free from a plastic prison. She's got some new skirting. Never seen this before. I don't like the way they do these now. They've made them harder. But I'm afraid of over-articulating the hand because of the way they do them now. I'll go ahead and get this piece out of here. I've got way too many figures on this table right now. I'm very afraid I'm going to drop something or break something. Alright. Slide that off camera. Can you see it? No, you can't. Alright, let's take a good look at Shuri. Here she is. Looking sharp. I literally have no space. I have left myself no space. There we go. So we've got these Jaguar, I'm assuming Panther, gauntlet thingies with some blue effects coming out of them. Let's get in close on these guys. They are pretty cool looking. There are two of them. Here's the other one. Are they identical? This is a good question. The answer, I believe, is yes. They seem to be two identical accessories. Makes life easy. You can swap them from one hand to the other. Even the blue effect is identical. My question is the effect removable? Survey says no. It does not appear to be removable, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's get a little tighter. No, it looks like it's permanent. So you can't take that little blue effect out, but they look pretty good. Nice little gauntlets. They just kind of clip onto the wrist here. You can see that nice and clear there. Pop the wrist out of there. Oh yeah, look there. It's got a little, there, that's a good shot of it. Little groove to keep the wrist pinched in there. And here she is herself. Let's move up a little bit here. You can see a little bit of that. A little more detail of what I'm talking about. Her eyes are kind of squinty. Like she needs more sleep. Like, go back to bed. Just sleep in. It's not worth it. Just, I don't know. Just one of those things. Just one of those things. All right, let's check the articulation. She can look up quite far, more than you would need to. She can look down a decent amount for working on vision or tinkering away on something. Whatever. These arms. Have we seen these arms before? I'm just looking at some of the other female figures I have here. I think these are new upper arms. Of course, we do also swivel this way. We have single jointed elbows that also pivot this way. We have a fisted hand, which articulates this way and of course rotates. And on this one we have an open hand, presumably to give her a pistol. I seem to recall she had a pistol at one point or something. We have an ab rocker, a little ball joint ab rocker in there, which is nice. We have this nice skirting detail. I like it. It's very nice. Probably good for some customs. But does that mean that we get no, nothing at the waist? Yes, there's no waist articulation. So the skirting, of course, gets in the way for the hips. Can go out so far, can kick forward a decent amount. Cannot kick backwards much at all. We've got upper thigh cut. We've got double jointed knees, as we've come to expect on all of our Legends figures. No other articulation except for the ankle, up and down that far. And of course, I would expect to have ankle, oh there we go, ankle pivot. And then I think this is the part of the video where we make some kind of joke about her footwear and say, what are those? No, seriously, why is she wearing like men's shoes? Anyway, let's get her all geared up to fight Thanos. One of those. And one of those. Now we can do some comparisons. So there she is, battle ready. Let's bring in Rescue from the same wave. Rescue does not have any kind of weapons per se. We do know it is a suit of Iron Man armor, but we don't get any kind of repulsor hands. Nothing really to speak of that's very threatening, just the fact that there's rescue on the screen. They're about the same height. With Shuri's hair, Shuri's about... well, they're pretty much the same height. Okay, next comparison we will do is with the other Black Panther females. It's those men's shoes, man, let me tell you. We've got Okoye and we've got Nakia. I think they kind of stepped up the quality of the, or not quality, but the intricacy of the paint apps. I find Nakia's paint apps, they were decent, but they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of overly simplistic, I guess. Okoye's were a little bit better because it's the Build-A-Figure. I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's true, I feel like they put a little more time into the paint apps for Build-A-Figures, just to kind of reward you for taking the time to collect it. But I really think the paint apps on Shuri, the intricacy of the paint apps, step it up a notch. It would be nice to get paint apps on the weapons, on all weapons, just in general. But I really think the paint apps look really good on Shuri. In this comparison shot, we will put Nakia down. We don't know where she is around the time of Endgame or Infinity War, but when, oh, sorry, I'm just articulating a figure that did not want to articulate. When we hear in Endgame, spoiler alert, when we hear Sam say on your left, let's bring out one of the figures. There he is, the Black Panther himself. And let's get in tight on these head sculpts. So the Shuri head sculpt's brand new, and it's a good likeness of the actress. And this the Black Panther head sculpt as well is really good. Probably the one that could use some improvement is the Okoye head sculpt. So if I was gonna invest in some aftermarket, independently made casts, I'd probably look for a better Okoye head cast, just because the head's not really, it doesn't really go. It's not that great, I'll be honest. Nakia's head sculpt's great though. But yeah, there you go. I think that's about it for this video. I think we can just wrap this one up, because we've got, this is the first portal that opens when Worthy Cap is squaring off against Thanos and his army. The first reinforcements to come in are the characters from Black Panther. I had another Black Panther here ready for comparison, but it's pretty much the same. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. Drop me a comment below what you think of Shuri. If you think that this is a figure that you would add to your Black Panther collection. I know she's going right up onto the Infinity War, the Endgame shelf that is in progress. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. I appreciate you coming to hang out, and be excellent to each other. We will see you in the next video. Peace.